She says, I like queens being treated well. Why does interracial relationships bother so many people when it is Black women? Very good question. Very good question. And the short answer is it's because people just aren't used to seeing it. That's why it bothers people, because it's not the norm for Black women. We have become...
Because some of us, we have been race loyal for years. Like me, for example. I gave Black love a chance twice. I gave Black love a chance, but I realized that I was getting my hopes up for nothing. But I do support Black women who want to continue to be delusional and, wish upon those rainbows. I can speak for myself. I will say it again. I was dealing with Black men in all forms. I was dealing with them for years. I was loyal to them for how many years? Did I get something back in return? Did something get reciprocated? No. I've dealt with them for some long years. Too long at that. And I also had looked at this. My mother, she had no experience. Not only that, she don't have any experience when it comes to dating out your race or dating other groups of men. She never dated them. She never been in relationships with them. I feel like women who are closed-minded will never understand. It's always going to be a misunderstanding, and you're going to feel like you need to go in defense mode and justify and take up for your Black kings, right? In your mind, that's what you're telling yourself. Those are your Black kings. We say Black kings, but they say Black kings. Okay. Once I see that Black women worship Black men in the most horrific way, and Tyrone's at that, I'm not really going to have no talk for you, because you need help. And you need more healing, and you need to love yourself, and you need to wake up to reality. Wake up and smell the coffee, because this is why so many Black women dating out of their race. They dating out of their race because they want better. It has nothing to do with just be a white man. It has nothing to do with these made up narratives that they try to put out there. It has everything to do with how they treat us. And I told my mother, that since I have been dating out of my race, it's been the best feeling ever, best experience ever. Now, that's just the truth. When it comes to my dating experiences with Tyrone's, I can't say that. Because every Black man that I ever been with, every Black man that I had relationships with, they cheated on me. So fuck them. And that's how I feel. And I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. Because I was loyal, I was committed. I was always the loyal, committed, faithful one that got done wrong, that got damaged, that got scorned. Okay? And I had to heal. I had to do the healing. I had to do the inner work and heal. So can't nobody try to convince me, can't nobody try to guilt trip me and make me feel bad because I don't want to deal with them no more. I've dealt with them twice. I gave them a chance, they blew it. Just because you have bad experiences in life, that don't mean that you're supposed to give up on dating or marrying other races or other ethnicity of men. I don't feel entitled to black men. So black men should not feel entitled to me. One day, I wish that the Tyrones or just leave us alone. Leave my other sisters alone. That's living their best life. Stop stalking them and harassing them. Stop attacking them. Stop trying to gang up on them because they with they white men. Leave them alone. Be with your Becky, or be across seas with your passport and get you whatever kind of woman you want to get. German, Turkish, but leave my sisters alone. You're not entitled to them. And I hate that we made that mistake, making them feel like they is just the only men on earth for us, because they not. We got other options besides them.
I'm relatively used to seeing black men dating everybody under the sun and being very disrespectful about it as well. So now that black women are starting to open up their options, we still have a long way to go. And this is why I will continue to encourage this. I will continue to encourage.
Also, I told her, I said, some of the 1%, most of the 1%, a lot of the 1%, they do not want us. They do not want black women. I told my mother that they don't want us. But it's sad because black women who are closed-minded, they very weak-minded and gullible and naive and delusional and in denial, because they want to tell themselves that black love still exists. They still got time to find that black love from back in the day, from back in the 90s and all the rest of those things, all the rest of that stuff. Back in those times, back in slavery and all the rest of that stuff. They still telling themselves that they can find that kind of black love. They want to keep being delusional, getting their hopes up, and they want to keep dating brothers. They want to keep dating black men. They want to keep dating the brothers. The collective of brothers, the Tyrones. This is what they want to keep. They want to keep on with the hard labor. They want to keep with the struggle of, and not, being generational wealthy or having generational wealth. They just want to keep struggling with the Tyrones. So you just have to leave a lot of black women behind who want to continue to suffer. Let them suffer. I'm going to continue to let my mother suffer because she is in her 40s. She's in her 40s and she still don't want to do better for herself. And I'm just letting y'all know, she's a black male worshiper. She literally got angry with me because I do not want to mess with the brothers no more. She got in her feelings and tried to make me feel bad as if I did something wrong, and I know I ain't did nothing wrong, but she got mad with me about my new preference and type. It's my preference, it's my type, it's my choice, it's my decision, who I want to date, who I want to be with, who I want to marry. Men are men, no matter the complexion, no matter the color. But just because you have a bad experience, that don't mean you're supposed to just give up hope and just give up and say, you know what, I'm finna just start back dating my own group of men who treated you poorly. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to continue to be somewhere where I'm being treated right, being cherished, being cared for, and appreciated. And getting princess treatment, and getting the doors open for me and all the rest of those things. That do not happen. That do not happen. Black man and black woman, that don't always work. The marriage rates is horrible when it comes to black on black love. The marriages is horrible. The marriages is horrible. So no, I'm not being delusional. Sticking to that. I'm sorry, that's just not me. That's not me. Like I told her, I'm not for the brothers no more. I'm not pro-black. I'm not Black Lives Matter. I'm not none of those things. I'm not. That's not me. I'm sorry. That's not me. That's just not me.
Urge Black women to open up their options. I will never stop because I want Black women to be happy regardless of who they are with. Point blank, period. Because the bottom line is, it bothers people because nobody ever thought that Black women would actually do it. We are the most race loyal. Black women are the most race loyal. And that has not benefited us at all.
Say it again. That has not benefited us. So it irritates me and it irks my nerves and it irks my soul when people may like they support it. They support it a little bit, but they really don't like it. And eventually they show how they really actually feel about it. People may like they support it, but people really be against it. And they be against it because they feel like some people are programmed and conditioned to feel like you are entitled. Everyone is entitled to who their own race be loyal to or talk to or deal with. Date or marry, and that's not the case.
We have suffered because of our race loyalty. And so I think another aspect of it is people don't think that Black women actually have options, which is funny to me because you're looking at a Black woman who started dating outside the race when I was 18. I've always had options, still do. So because so many Black women are still hesitant to it, it looks as if we don't have options. And because more Black women are starting to see that we have options, it's a scary thought for a lot of people in our community because they know what that means. That means that Black women don't have to stick around to take crap. We can move on to another race of man who's actually going to treat us the way that we deserve to be treated. And studies do show that Black women are more likely to find husbands and fathers who are actually going to be in the home.
More likely to find what? Y'all heard what she said.
To help them raise the children. So the loyalty that we've had long ago is slowly coming to an end.
And I can't wait till it be where the whole collective of Black sisters, the whole collective of Black women be with all races and ethnicities and no longer be pro-Black and no longer be stuck and hooked on Tyrone's. I can't wait till that day come. I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna celebrate. Y'all, I'm gonna get on live and I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna have some wine. I'm gonna have some wine, some special wine for when that moment come and that day come. I'm gonna have some wine. I'm gonna pop a bottle of champagne because I'm gonna be just that happy. I'm gonna pop a bottle of champagne for y'all.
Should have ended years before I was even born, if you ask me. So the short answer to your question is the collective in our community understand that Black women are going to be a lot happier if they do go outside the race because they will be taken care of the way that a woman is supposed to be taken care of. And unfortunately for Black women, we've been taught that we don't deserve that. We don't deserve to be taken care of. We don't deserve to be loved and treated well.
Get the end of the stick, but the preferences don't get the end of the stick. It be the It be the favoritism. It be the favoritism for me. It be the favoritism. This is why I'm glad that I'm dating out of my race, because I have noticed when I was dating Tyrone's, they do have their picks and they have their choices on how they want to treat you and how they want to view you and how they look at you and how they see you. But they fail to realize how we look at them and how we feel about them and how we see them. We just don't be want to hurt their feelings. We're not going to say it out loud, but a lot of things they do and a lot of things they say is just, it's a turn off. But I ain't even, that's a whole nother, I'm not going to go there right now.
And now that more Black women are waking up to realize that we do, they can no longer control us. And that's what it all boils down to. So thank you for this question. Hope you guys enjoy my answer.